welcome back to another episode of Breaking Character. My name is jordan-paige and I'm the show creator and host. Thank you so much for being here today. If you like what you see here today, please consider pressing the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified when we post, and you can also follow us on Instagram at Breaking Character Show. I am so excited to have this person on the show today. I have known her for many, many years. She is so incredibly talented, and I'm so excited to talk to her. Caroline Reilly is an 18-year-old vocalist and musician living in North Atlanta. She has always loved to sing since she was very young. She grew up listening and playing all genres of music, which shaped her into the vocalist and musician she is today. At the age of 13, Caroline began taking vocal and guitar lessons as well as performing in several classic rock cover bands around Atlanta. Performing in and around Atlanta gave her opportunities to network with other up-and-coming artists in the area. At the age of 14, Caroline decided to take a break from bands and focus more on herself as an individual artist. She decided to start playing in an acoustic duo around Atlanta as opposed to a full band. At 15, Caroline attended the Berklee College of Music 2018 Vocal Summit and Songwriting Workshop. As a result of her superior performance while there, she was awarded a full tuition scholarship to attend the world-renowned Berklee 5-week summer program the following year. In the summer of 2019, 16-year-old Caroline had the opportunity to audition for season 17 of NBC's The Voice. Caroline auditioned with the song Somebody to Love by Jefferson Airplane and ended up landing a spot on pop star legend Gwen Stefani's team. Caroline was honored to work closely with Gwen Stefani and will.i.am during season 17. Following that amazing experience, she returned home from LA and began to focus on original material. Caroline continues to work hard finding new opportunities for herself and her music through networking and continued music and songwriting lessons. You can see her at various music venues around the Atlanta area. So without further ado, let's head to Zoom. All right, everyone. Hello. Here we are with the amazingly talented Caroline Reilly. How are you doing today, Caroline? What's up?
I'm doing fantastic. I just got done practicing and writing some music, so I'm just so excited to be hopping on this interview.
Yes, heck yeah. I love hearing that. Well, as I told you before we started recording, I am so excited to have you on the show. I can't believe we've known each other for as long as we have. I feel like it's been so many years, and yet I'm like, oh wait, it has been that long. Like crazy. So I love seeing all that you're doing and all that you have coming up. So I'm so excited to chat with you today. So let's start this off with 2 truths and a lie. So I'm going to attempt to guess the lie in this, and let's see if I can, because half the time I can and the other half I'm way off.
Okay. 2 truths and a lie. Okay, so let's say first, I am Puerto Rican, Hispanic. Number 2, I started, let's see, I gotta make this good. Gotta make this one good. The second one, my first instrument was bass. And the third one, the first color I dyed my hair was blonde.
Okay. All right. So this is difficult for me. I understand now. Okay. Man. Okay, I'm gonna guess that the third one is the lie. I feel like it was a different color and it wasn't blonde.
Actually, the first instrument I learned was guitar. It was not bass, but I dyed my hair blonde the first time.
Oh my gosh. How was that? I'm trying to imagine you now with blonde hair.
It wasn't completely blonde, but it was blonde. So it was a thing. Because for me, it's like when I dye the whole head, it's like it just does not look right. That's why I've never dyed the top red. It's like I've always had it brown.
I love your hair literally so much. Like anytime like I see a photo of like on Instagram, I'm like immediately, I'm just like the color. I love it so much. It's like,
thank you so much.
So like signature. I mean, I don't want to say signature you, because if you changed it, that wouldn't change anything about you except your hair. But it is like such, like I think if I ever see anyone else with that like hair color style ever again, I'll be like, no, it's Caroline's. Like that's just who it is in my head.
That's your color. I mean, I've had it dyed this color since I was like 13, 14.
I was gonna say, I figured like pretty much the whole time I've known you, it's been like pretty much this color.
Yes, I know. I've never changed it. And it just feels like it's me. Like I would feel so not myself if I changed it and or like changed back to brown. Like this has always been me. So yeah, I've had it this color for maybe 5 years.
That's amazing. I give you so much credit sticking with the same style. I just I have finally told myself I don't anymore just because I'm like, keep it. No, just keep it like this. Don't change it. Also I apologize. There's a cat currently in the litter box making a very strange sound. But um all right, so moving on. So you are a phenomenal musician and vocalist. What
Thank
got you
you.
interested in music? Was it instruments first or singing first or what really started it?
Well, for me, singing was the main thing. I always loved to sing when I was younger, even when I was just little. I just loved it. It was my favorite thing to do. And I didn't really know why. It just made me happy. And I feel like once I got to the age like 11 or 12, I really started applying my vocals to activities like musical theater, chorus, that sort of deal. Not I mean, I didn't really get out of that area like musical theater until maybe 13. And that's when I started learning instruments and getting into the band scene. That was kind of when that started happening. But I think it all really began with vocals. That was just I've been singing for as long as I can remember. So that was the beginning.
That's awesome. And I met you during the band, the switch to the band
Yes,
stage.
you
Which is
did.
so cool. So you also you write your own music and you sing covers. You do both. What are some challenges and rewards that come with each of those?
So with covers, I feel like you can do your own thing with covers, right? You can take what the artist did and make it your own and not try to copy the artist, just do something different. And that is such a great thing. I think that really sparks creativity when doing things that you haven't created yourself, if that makes any sense. So I would say that it bursts creativity in just a different way, doing covers. Um, for originals, the best thing I think is that it sparks, creativity, of course, but it also lets you put experiences you've had into lyrics, into melodies, and just make it something that's your own and you can be proud of it. I just love it. I love writing music. It's just something I can just sit and be like, I did that. I wrote that. I see there's a cat now. It's
I
scary.
know. She was sitting on my lap and
That's
had
awesome.
not like she was laying on my lap and then she stuck her head up and I was like, "Oh, so now she's sitting on the desk." But yes, that is Nola. She wanted to be a part of the beginning of this.
He's so cute. I love it.
Thank you. Nola appreciates the compliment. But I love that. I give you so much credit. Writing songs is something there's an old notebook I have where like I attempt it. It's not. If anything, they're more like poems. They work as poems. Songs, maybe not so much. But younger me tried. She really tried. But I can't write music to save my life. Like it's just no. So that's awesome.
Yeah, it can be really difficult though. I mean, you're right because you said to mention what's good and also the challenges as well. I mean, like the challenging part about writing music is that I can come up with material to write about all the time. Like, this person did this to me or that, I had this experience, but it's like you have to translate that to lyrics and melody and have them go together. And as much as people are like, well, that's how songwriting works. It's like you get in these slumps and you get writer's block and it's horrible. And when that happens, you feel so helpless and you're just like, what do I do? So that is the hardest part with writing. And as for like doing covers, the challenge with that is that sometimes it just gets boring and you're just like ready to move on and ready to do something more, like playing your own original music. So those are the challenges I'd say for both.
I Very interesting. I can see where with covers, especially if you do the same ones over and over, and you're like, I know I do this one really well, but man, I want to do something else.
Yes.
Plus, if you've got those like crowd favorites, and you're like, okay, please, can someone just please say something else? Like, please,
It's
please.
like I'm tired of playing Margaritaville. It's like no more Margaritaville.
Exactly. So here's my wild card question, has nothing to do with anything. What is something that never fails to make you laugh?
Oh my goodness. Well, honestly, I love TikTok and like every time I go on TikTok, I'm dying. So, but something that never fails to make me laugh. Oh my goodness. I think honestly, there's a person and my brother. My brother is hilarious. He's probably one of the funniest people I know. And I die every time he comes to visit. He's in the Marines right now, but when he comes home, He's just the funniest person. So TikTok and my brother, basically.
I mean, those are both great things. I also love TikTok. Took me a long time to get on there because I was like, I don't need it. Like, no, it's fine. And now I'm kind of kicking myself for staying away as long as I did because it's just people are so creative on there. I love it.
They are. It's amazing. I love TikTok. I think it's a great outlet too, especially for artists and people doing creative things, small businesses. I mean, I think during the pandemic when it first got started, I mean, TikTok really started to blow up because everybody was at home trying to look for things to do, and TikTok just went crazy. So yeah, it's a great outlet.
Yeah, I think, man, and I wasn't on it during most of the pandemic. Why did I not do that? Kicking myself again. All right, well now it is time for memory association. The way memory association works is I have a random word generator pulled up here on my phone. I'm going to generate a random word once it gets to a good one because some of them are terrible. And we are both going to say the first memory or share the first memory that comes to our heads that we're willing to share when we hear that word. So, all right, here we go. Our word is, they really have some bad. Ooh, okay. This one might be interesting. Personality.
Personality. You want to take this one and go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. So the first thing I thought of when I hear the word personality is when I've had a few times where people have been like, "What was your first impression of me when you met me?" And I'm always like, I don't remember that far, actually. Or if I do remember and it's not like, it can be so awkward, especially if it's someone that I'm not like super close with. And there are some times that people have done absolutely nothing wrong and yet they just rub you the wrong way. And I'm like, please let it be that never one of those people asks me that question because I will deliberately lie. Like 100%. Those are the ones that I can remember and I will not tell you. But I mean, those are very rare and far between. But yeah, for some reason, it just reminded me of that question when that comes around, and I can usually never honestly remember what it was. I don't.
That's amazing.
Very well at all.
That's amazing. So for me, personality, that was the word, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
I think that really reminds me of like when I first dyed my hair red, because one of the main things was everybody kept saying, "Oh wow, this really matches your personality. Like this is I feel like this is the one. This is." And for me, my hair has always been like a part of my personality. So I just feel like it really reminds me of like that first time when I started dyeing my hair. I think that's my association with that word.
That's really cool. I mean, that's pretty awesome when people, here comes my cat again. When people are like, "Oh my gosh, this hair color really matches your personality." Like that's a pretty solid, like, wow.
Yes.
Now there's a cat butt in the screen. Okay, there we go. Moving on. So we got to talk about The Voice because I loved when I tell you the first time I got to, like, because I didn't have it on the TV, so I watched it on my phone afterwards. And I was with my college classmates at our like Thanksgiving get together we were doing because Canadian Thanksgiving is earlier than American Thanksgiving. And I was watching it on my phone and I was like, guys, I know her. Like her name's Caroline. She's really awesome. And I was sitting there and like bragging on you and sitting there, and they were all like, why are you watching this now? And I was like, because I can't not watch it now. So what was that experience like, and what was one of your favorite parts?
Well, The Voice in general, I'm just going to tell you right now, was an amazing experience. Just the whole thing bunched into one. It was just beautiful. I got to learn so much about the television industry because honestly, not what you expect, it's very different. So getting that experience was very cool and just amazing, a highlight of my life. My favorite part of the whole thing had to be the collaboration with the other artists there. Everybody at The Voice was phenomenal. Everybody at The Voice had a good singing voice, had a good voice. Like everybody was good. So getting to talk to these other vocalists and work with them was just fantastic. Just amazing. So that whole experience in general was fantastic. That was my favorite part, was the collaboration.
I love that. Having so many people, being able to come together and just work. I mean, you could harmonize, you could write a song, you could whatever, like
Exactly.
everyone has that. And that is so cool. Well, yeah, I was so excited and you killed it on The
Thank
Voice.
you so much.
Absolutely loved it. So could you give some advice to those that are watching? This could be any type of advice you want to give, whether it be career advice, life advice, anything.
I think one of my biggest, well, when people ask me this question, I always say to, take the risk of doing something different, of doing something that's out of your comfort zone. Because The Voice, I mean, I never in a million years would I have thought I was going to try out for a television show. Like, that is crazy. It sounds crazy when you say it out loud. So to take that risk and that jump, with my, of course, my family was really crazy, but in the end it was very beneficial for my career, and I would have not done anything different. So I would just say, just don't worry about what other people are thinking. Don't worry about what people are going to say if you do this thing that maybe nobody would expect you to do. Just be yourself, and just take those risks. Life can be challenging, but you gotta challenge it back. You gotta keep going. So that's what I would say. That's kind of how I've always felt, is just take risks, be yourself.
And that's great advice. I think especially the taking risks can be so much harder, it's easier said than done, but I think it does. Like it will some of them will pay off in ways that you would have no idea. So,
Exactly.
that step may be hard, but it may be worth a lot. Um,
Honestly.
so when things get difficult, what pushes you to keep going?
I think when things get difficult, well, the times when it gets difficult, I think, are when I'm getting writer's block. It's like a lot of insecurity issues, right? When you're a musician, you're constantly making music, playing music, putting out music. It's music, everything, obviously. So I feel like you can get insecure sometimes, being like, this song isn't good enough. I'm not good enough. My look isn't good enough. Like, what am I going to do? And I feel like when things get difficult like that, I just remember all of the people that find joy in music. And sometimes I'll do things like, every now and then I'll volunteer at like a nursing home, senior center. It's something I like to do because I'll play covers and I'll just see these people with dementia, and they remember the songs from when they were younger that I start playing, and they remember it. They remember these old memories based on the music, and you just are like, music is so powerful. And just seeing how powerful music is and seeing the joy it can bring people, that's really what helps me get rid of the insecurities and just like, let's keep going. Like, people really enjoy it, and you just don't realize it. So you just gotta be yourself again, just keep going.
I love that. And that's amazing that you volunteer and do that. I can only imagine what that experience is like. Seeing them remember that stuff and some of those memories come back must be something so special.
It is. It is one of the best feelings. It is so, it's just strange too, right? It's just like we know music, we love music, but it's like, why do we remember so much from a certain song, like from a melody? Like because there are songs that remind me of like when I was in middle school, and I have no idea why. It's just crazy.
It is so powerful, as you said. So lastly, where can people follow you and keep up with what you're doing?
Well, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm basically on everything. I'm on TikTok as well. All of my accounts are Caroline Reilly Music, very simple. But on Twitter, I'm Caroline R Music, because I couldn't use that username. It's too long, but I can use Caroline R Music on Twitter. Please follow me. I'm on all streaming platforms as well for my original material, which is, I just released a single a few months ago. So make sure to do that.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, that will all be in the description box below. So everyone go follow Caroline. You will not want to miss. She's got so much exciting stuff coming up. So thank you so much for being on the show, Caroline. It was so amazing to get to talk to you.
Of course. I love getting to be here. Thank you so much.
Of course. All right, well, I'm going to press stop on the recording, and we are going to head out of Zoom. Thank you all so much again for watching today. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider pressing the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can know when we post every single Tuesday and Thursday, and you can follow us on Instagram at Breaking Characters Show. If you yourself are a creative and you're interested in being a guest on Breaking Character, you can check out the description box below where you will see a link on where to submit yourself, and you can also find all of Caroline and I's social media down in the description as well.
Hello from Jordan from the future. I am filming this because there was actually a switcheroo that happened, that the guest I said was on next in the video was actually came before and was on last week. So I am so excited to announce that our guest for next week is Kaylin Estrabio. I'm so excited to have her on the show. I literally just got done watching her vlogs. You guys are gonna love them. I would also like to apologize at the start if I pronounced your last name wrong. I'm sincerely sorry, and I'm going to ask you when we have our interview in a few days so I do not mess it up again. So yes, Kaylin, so excited to have her on the show, and okay, back to normal time.
Thank you so much again for watching, and we will see you next Tuesday.